peeps, my I did the sage, I did the thing, and then I just thought to myself, peeps, what are we doing? I don't know where that comes from. I'm recording this technically the day after the solstice, because I'd done one yesterday. I posted one yesterday that I recorded a bunch of days ago, before the storm. I think I got to recheck in on the whole question of the turning point of the solstice. You know, where we're going from darkest day, longest night, shortest day, into the slowly but surely the regaining of the light. And, you know, that's a threshold of a kind for us. It's the new year, right? So I wanted to look at the turning point. And the only other thing I wrote down was that when the power came back on, I was out for, I think, 4 days. And no internet, which really drove me way crazier than it should have. It just showed me my dependence on that. But when the power finally came back on and the internet came back on, I found it oddly disorienting because I'd gotten used to this much slower pace, much more reflective. Took a lot of naps, listened to a lot of audiobooks, and I don't know, it was just it was a whole different tempo. And kind of at the same time, peaceful and restless. You know, I kept alternating between the two. Like reconciling to how dark it was, and then being disoriented suddenly to be back in the world of So, can you tell us about the turning point, this threshold? Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, first one I saw. Okay, there are two there. Queen of Cups, Five of Pentacles. You know, they're pretty different energies. This is somebody open-hearted and loving. This is somebody in need of help, out in the cold. And I'm getting the feeling this may be herself, her, them, himselves. You know, like offering self-love after a period of deprivation. I mean, this is kind of like the in the dark energy. You know, wounded, left out, in the dark, in the cold. And solace is coming. That's the turning point. Water energy, feeling for somebody, something. Wow. Ace of Cups. And remember I said, this character's love for themselves is what they bring to this dark situation. A time of lack, perhaps a long time of lack, but the water is beginning to flow again. The feeling of connection. This is disconnect. You know, feeling abandoned, feeling left out in the cold. The turning point. An unconditional love offered by the universe, by your higher self, with the place that is union, where we connect to the world. And it might be offering help to other people who are similarly in the dark. This is kind of no room in the inn energy. You know, it's outside the church. No room in the inn. Bottom of the deck, 7 of Swords. This is like not showing the true face, not speaking the truth, not communicating, just sneaking away, basically, without the gift of information, of communication as to what's going on. It's like, just, no, I'm sneaking away. Comes under 5 of Pentacles. Wow. 2 of Cups. Under Queen of Cups. Maybe somebody was cutting out on a connection? I don't know why you would sneak away from this. Ace of Cups, 2 of Cups. I think whatever happened, this individual was able to rebound. Card of Libra, of balance in relationship, where there's equanimity, equal partnership. Equal partnership. You know, this is kind of crap sword energy. Not giving information, not talking, not coming forward, just booking it. Leaving somebody, you know, out in the cold. Because how can you come together in 3D with somebody who's behaving like this? This is bad behavior. It's both dishonest, dishonorable, and cowardly. Cold, calculating. Which seems pretty harsh. Okay. On the 7 of Swords, we have Scorpio energy of death and transformation. Mercury is in retrograde. We're entering into Capricorn season. We just had the solstice. There are all these kind of turning the page. Who are we this time? You know, something was a no-go and a no-show. And I think perhaps this individual, it could be a Libra. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, 7 of Swords. Wants to speak a truth about, I've undergone a transformation. A big change, like an ego death. Like an ego death? Somebody who thought they could get away with something? Not speak, not tell the truth, and they were going to get away with it. Leave somebody in confusion. And it did cause an ending. And some kind of transformative, I think they got to, I'm hearing comeuppance. Okay, tell us about the balanced relationship, the clarity around that. Because Two of Cups is balanced. Oh gosh, I gotta get a haircut. All of these? Well, there's a big wad. Let's see. First off, we have on Two of Cups, Page of Wands. A lot of passion, a lot of movement, can be an immature, erratic energy. I mean, if this is Mercury retrograde and somebody's returning to this connection because they've transformed, they want to not only talk about it, they want to show their, I'm hearing allegiance, but that's like a knight energy. I don't know why I'm saying allegiance. Somebody who ducked out on the relationship because they were immature, has changed, a new version of themselves. On Justice, we have Hierophant. Wow. I mean, I'm getting this equality business. Two of Cups, Justice, Hierophant. Somehow these two are equal. It's a card of Taurus, Earth energy. And somehow the balance of the Justice card is echoed here. And I'm not sure how. Let's get another on that. Yep. Tower. Well, okay. That stability of Taurus. And we're moving from Capricorn into, from Sag into Capricorn. So Capricorn can be about lessons, hard lessons. It can be about clinging to something that you've outgrown. An attachment that was inhibiting your growth. Boom, busting out of that. I see this as a Scorpio energy. This kind of energy of transformation, definitive turning point, from the death of something to the rebirth of something new, like the sun. This is a water energy, same as Queen of Cups, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. And there's a natural progression here from the Ace to the Two. Self-love, love of other, coming into balance. Well, this can speak to a legal situation, a legal decision. Doesn't have to. But there's something traditional, perhaps, a belief system, because Sword energy, Libra, can speak to beliefs, what you know to be true. Something that was known and established got blown up. Well, that's interesting to note. That 9 of Wands, wounded warrior energy. This is like, could be like blowing up the hierarchy. There was something stable and perhaps even taken for granted you've been blasted out of that. And it's a good thing. The universe kind of stepped in and said, we're going to free you up. You're too big for this situation. It's really bad. I didn't even really like the movie. Dirty Dancing. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody puts baby in a corner. Because this can be a repressive, repressing, inhibiting influence. It's earth energy. It's too heavy. It's too Capricorny. It's too much about the rules and the regulations. And it could be the blowing up of a marriage, because it has this legal tinge to it. That's somehow a liberation and a release from that kind of constricted belief system into something else. Just heart-centered. Where things flow. They aren't in this rigid state of Hierophant, can sometimes really be that. And the earth energy on the board is not a happy earth energy. This is a 5 in minor arcana, earth energy. This is a 5 in major arcana, earth energy. Scorpionic, sorry, the light is bad. Well, not anymore. This is like blasting out the citadel. Somebody was trapped. And there's this release. The universe steps in and says, right, boom. And see the galloping horse here of transformation, of death and rebirth. This is a fire pony horse, fire energy, liveliness, life force. Here we go, out of the gate, into the light. And I'm somehow seeing these forces intertwined. This transformation is coming, and it's coming fast. And I still don't know. I think this sword energy person, perhaps a Libra, underwent a major transformation, and now they're sort of on fire and full of enlightenment, sword energy, about a decision. There may have been a decision that set them free to pursue this relationship. Because there are 2 people here now. Somebody is joining Queen of Cups. This is a passionate, moving on it energy. Because Wands are about doing it, acting on the basis of this newfound freedom. Nine of Wands. I mean, it's passionate, it's purposeful. But somebody broke a pattern. Because 9 of Wands can be a pattern. trying it the same way, till you're exhausted. You're beaten up. Somebody's beaten up. So this is a new way. Wands energy, a new approach. Breaking free, a new approach. This is supposed to go on the death card. I think somebody, this is harsh, but may have been a habitual liar in a way that they were trying to shield themselves somehow from further hurt. And they did that again and again. They ran away again and again from their own truth. Now they're running back in. They've transformed. And it wasn't easy. They kind of took a beating. And somehow now that they're wounded, they understand more about what it feels like. Water energy, scorpionic energy, water energy, to be hurt. Really growing in empathy, because I think somehow before it was just their pattern. I don't trust this. I'll sneak away. I'll run away. I'll run away from the truth. They got like a spanking. I think it was a natural ramification, like a karmic spanking. We said something about karma earlier. And I can't remember what we said. Okay, we have a big pile here, so let's get on with it. Crack on, I'm hearing crack on. On the 5 of Pentacles, King of Wands, in that same Wands energy. This is a warm person, open-hearted. The heat just came on. This is a fire sign. Fire sign. On the move, revved up, ready to go, and wants to take action about this 5 of Pentacles situation. Which I think put themselves through it. They put themselves through it. Hearing mincemeat, that's terrible. But they've managed to thaw out King of Wands from this cold place. Somehow they've cleared their conscience. How did they clear their conscience? On Ace of Cups, please. Well, they moved on. From false talk, from false behavior, from this ghosting business. They moved on from that. And the vehicle was self-love. And I think that this Queen of Cups person who loved them, and they loved this water sign, not necessarily a water sign, but somebody who was open about their emotions. Somehow, this Queen of Cups, male or female, love and willingness to express themselves, show their feelings, like, like cracked, because we have 7 of Swords now, 6 of Swords. Cracked the code. Some message got through. And the calmer place that this sword energy person, perhaps a Libra, is moving toward is clarity, increased clarity about a relationship that they may have been in denial about, and no longer in denial. They've grown beyond the strictures, beyond the grip, beyond the tightness of some situation. Yeah. On Queen of Cups, we have world. And they're telling me, actually, put this to the side. So this is the, remember I said the threshold, the change, the new life, the stepping through? That's this. The last card in the Major Arcana. It's like a reset. It's a portal. Whatever was in the way of constriction, was blown apart. There was a liberation, and it's a new day. The beginning of a whole new cycle. Indeed, beginning of a whole new cycle. Sorry, I held it upside down. And on wheel, it really doesn't matter because the wheel turns. But this is a card of destiny, Major Arcana card of change for the better. I always see it as change for the better. I don't understand readers who don't see it that way. I'm sort of like, can't you see it? And like, this is a mammoth turning point. But this is sort of, I'm hearing Minnie Mouse. I mean, it's kind of, a really tentative approach. I think if somebody left somebody out in the cold, abandoned them, lied to them, and I'm getting like quaver voice, and sometimes that's just my voice. Go, quavery. There was this inability to communicate, quaver voice, like I can't do this, I can't talk, I can't communicate. That's changed. Somebody took a beating as a result of making the same mistake again and again and again. This was a pattern. 9 of Wands, this was a pattern. Doing it, right? Wands energy, the same way, again and again and again. They've broken free from that. And now it's time to rebuild. Starting off with a very small gesture that took a long time to get there. And it's almost like I'm getting the image of, when a rock, sorry, I had a drink, but I've lost it. When a rock is tumbled by waves and it gets smoothed, because for so long it was tumbled by the waves, smoothed, and actually made smaller but smoother. And now I'm getting the, I think it's the Velveteen Rabbit. Sorry, I got something in my eye. I had to go to the eye doctor yesterday because anyway, something was wrong with my eye. this self-deception, this deception mode somebody was in. They weren't seeing things clearly. And this is kind of like being tumbled, by something, by some pattern, by some game that they were running repeatedly. They were stuck in that. In Capricorn's sort of energy of somehow being stuck. This can be a card of Capricorn. Not stuck anymore, stepping through the portal. Like tumbled long enough so that now they're able to get real. A little at a time. Anybody who's engaged in this kind of behavior has to come forward tentatively. You're not going to, you may feel this way, and you may be moving on it fast, on rectifying, on recalibrating this relationship to make things more fair and equal. And maybe, truth be told, this person could not do this in the past. They were held in some kind of tower place in the citadel, perhaps by their own rigid belief system. I think they're thinking in a whole new way, but they'd have to come forward tentatively with this tangible but small offer to sort of test the waters, Have I learned enough about communication and truth and following my true beliefs? Into calmer waters, feelings energy. And it starts with self-love. Self-love is what changes the belief system. This was punishing to this person. They hung on for so long. This is a kind of go man go energy. Hya, as we cowgirls say. Hya. It is a kind of hang on to your hats. You're at the turning point. And I think you both are. This is actually a great read. And there might be some question, is this person who lied and snuck away the same person who's returning? I think it is. Because such a massive change happened in their hour of darkness. It sounds very dramatic, but I don't think it is. We have so many major arcana, cards of transformation, that death card as well, scorpionic energy, transformation of belief systems, a whole new world, stepping through the portal, in divine timing, the return of the light, the new year, the new chance. The resurrection. And we're going to leave that there. Thanks, you guys. I don't know that there's anything else I need to say. Capricorn season, shout out to all you Caps. I'm a Cap rising. It's a hard-working energy. It may be considered a practical sign, but it's an agile sign. It's the sea goat. It's somebody who can work in both water energy. the energy of connection, and Pentacles energy, the energy of making it real. And I think that this person who is behaving badly may have been trying to hide themselves, you know, kind of behind this balustrade. Hide something they were ashamed of. They're not hiding anymore, but it's like, I'll peek out and tentatively say, can we start again from scratch? And I think that might be the only way to start again, because Tower says you can't go back to this. You can't go back to this. The old way of doing it, the established way of doing it, has been cracked open. And it's a good thing. And we get that message again and again. The universe is really like doubling down on it. New life awaits. Crack the shell. Crack the shell. Step through. It's a new day. She said again and again. I love you guys. It's good to be back. Hopefully we'll get back on track. And that disorienting question of the new thing being disorienting. I think there is a slight element of that here, of somebody who's a little bit addled. But they're moving into calmer waters. They're getting their act together. They've changed their beliefs around love. And that's not nothing. It's the beginning. Till next time. Love you guys.